this speech, I'd been in quarantine for a little over 3 weeks, unable to see family or friends, unable to leave the small confines of my room. I had plenty of time to sit around and think about the end of the world. Though this is certainly the scariest large-scale disaster I've personally ever lived through, I've also studied enough history to know that this is not the first time the world has ended. The world has ended many times, and the defiant will to continue, to stubbornly progress against all odds, and to make a segue out of an ending is arguably a defining aspect of human experience. Nobody thinks about the beautiful at the end of the world. I certainly didn't at first. But, with plenty of time on my hands and very little I could do to help beyond keeping to myself, I turned my attention to beauty as a means of transcendence. Let me explain a personal theory I've been nursing over the past couple of years. Humans have a remarkable predisposition towards habit. We are great at setting on a course of action and holding to it tirelessly. Unfortunately, this ability can also lead to stagnation. We hold to a perspective long past its usefulness because we fear it will take effort to change, and it will take effort. Beauty is that little spark of life that illuminates new perspectives and paths for understanding ourselves and the world. Beauty is what compels us ceaselessly into uncharted intellectual, aesthetic, and innovative realms. It is a reminder of how much humanity has changed in the face of obstacles and how much room we still have to grow. Beauty surfaces when many differing ideas, images, and perspectives harmonize together to create an emergent understanding of the world and of ourselves. This is the beautiful experience. Whether hearing Quidobro's metaphor, my glances are a wire on the horizon where swallows rest, to seeing Dali's dream caused by the flight of a bee, our brains weave the already present, almost quotidian ideas into a novel way of experiencing and appreciating the world. Beauty shakes us from our automatic, habitual mode of viewing life and opens new ideas and pathways previously invisible to us. The humanities are in the business of educating us in the history of the beautiful. As Plato once said, "Dede pu teleotan ta musica, eis tatu kalu erotica." Without doubt, the final aim of all scholarly activity is to enter into love of the beautiful. Whether you study literature, philosophy, history, or communications, the humanities offers a robust picture of human change in the face of adversity. We are shown again and again how, when frozen at the precipice of a new challenge, upon discovering old ideas were no longer fit for the new world, humankind did not hesitate. We grew. We are taught to expand past our own perspective and sympathetically grasp the beauty of other worldviews, regardless of how alien they may seem. We are given critical and creative tools to not only understand the past, what motivated and molded it, but to apply those lessons as a lens into the future. Those catalysts of the beautiful, the men and women we've spent the last 4 years studying, were those who were willing to embark on the absurd, the sublime, and the utterly unthinkable. They were not concerned with the condemnation of their contemporaries, but rather saw beauty in a new way of thinking and committed themselves to showing this beauty to others. As Mina Loy wrote, most movements have a fixed concept towards which they advance. We move away from all fixed concepts in order to advance. Beauty often advances slowly. The proponents of new perspectives must convince the world one by one. They were patient and loud. It happened. Thought moved. The quicker route to advance new perspectives is often found in the face of disasters such as the ones we are currently living through. In these situations, we recognize the impossibility of clinging to old views. We know stasis is a little death and an unacceptable death. Desperation is truly a remarkable motivator. If I had been asked 4 years ago how the world would deal with a global disaster such as the coronavirus, I would have been pessimistic. It seemed we had stagnated, ignoring an ever-worsening social division, an unsustainable worldview, and a hatred for those who disagreed with us. I feared we could not muster the empathy nor the courage to overcome our own stubborn habits and self-concern. In reality, public response to the coronavirus has been nothing less than inspirational. People have sacrificed their daily lives, their activities, and sometimes their means of support in hopes of protecting the population at large. Essential workers have performed overtime, putting their own lives and well-being at risk. And the world has demonstrated remarkable empathy and innovation as we begin to mold new social systems to face global crises. The willingness to come together, to share our ideas and our burdens, to support each other in this beautiful earth, and to grow, not simply as individuals, but as a collective whole. This is a work of art. As graduating seniors in the humanities, we have particular insights and creative tools to assist in the building of a new world. Like those we have studied, we have the ability to redefine the current perspective and posit new forms of beauty that will allow the world to overcome the current impasse and bound forward into the future. We are in the midst of incredible hardships, and our old way of thinking, our old habits, are no longer suitable for current success. A new perspective, a redefinition of ourselves and our personal beauty is absolutely essential. Beauty is a call to action. Answer that call. Class of 2020, thank you so much and congratulations.